Welcome to South Coast Radio, where we bring you the stories behind the music. Late last year, we had the chance to chat with a talented South African artist whose smooth blend of alternative pop, R&B, and soul caught our attention with his single called Come On Down. Now he's back with a bold new release that's all about honesty, self respect, and knowing your worth. His latest single is called Don't Patronize Me. Byron, Daglin, great to have you back with us. How have you been since we last spoken in December?
Hi, man. I'm very, very well, and thank you so much for having me. It's really great to be back. Since December, there's been a lot of growth, creativity, and also personally. I've been refining my sound, writing a lot, and really stepping into who I am as an artist. Things feels more intentional now, creating with purpose.
That's really great stuff, Byron. So last time we last time we chatted, you had just released Come On Down. How was the response to that track, and what did that moment mean for you?
You know what? The response to Come On Down was really encouraging. It connected with people in a way that reminded me why I do this. It felt like a turning point, and it gave me confidence in my voice and my stories, and it set the tone for what is coming next.
That's awesome. So, for anyone new to your music, can you tell us a bit about your journey as an artist and how it all began?
Well, I've been singing since the tender age of 4 years old, you
Wow.
know, and I feel like this is like 80% of all performing artists' history is like starting in church.
Yeah,
But and my journey, it actually started from a very real place. Music was always how I process life. Over time, it grew from something personal into something I wanted to share. It hasn't been a traditional path for me, but every experience has shaped the artist that I am today.
that's great stuff, Byron. And your sound blends alternative pop, R&B, and modern soul. How did you develop that style?
you know, I'm drawn to music that feels honest and emotive. So
Yeah,
the blend of alternative pop and R&B soul came naturally. It's just what I connect with. I never box myself into a genre. I just follow what I felt was real.
yeah.
And also, I listen to so many different artists from so many different genres, and that is probably what added to developing the sound I'm creating at the moment.
That's really great stuff, Byron. So, moving to our next question. So, let's talk about your new single, Don't Patronize Me. What inspired this song?
You know what, this song, I don't know if you remember, because the last time we spoke, I told you that sometimes I draw from other people's experience. I put myself in other people's shoes.
That's true.
Sometimes I write from a personal perspective. Sometimes I'll see something and it will just inspire me. But this song came from a place of frustration, but also clarity.
Yeah,
It's about those moments where something feels off, where honesty is missing. And I wanted to capture that tension, but in a way that feels empowering.
that's great stuff, Byron. And the track carries a strong message about honesty and emotional maturity in relationships. Why was it important for you to express that?
Honesty and emotional maturity are so important. A lot of people have experienced being spoken to in a way that feels dismissive. And the song is about calling that out, valuing yourself enough to ask for realness.
Awesome. And the song feels more bold and assertive. Would you say it reflects a new level of confidence in your artistry?
Yes, definitely, definitely. This track reflects a more confident version of me. I'm more comfortable saying exactly what I mean and trusting my instincts creatively.
That's really awesome, Byron. You also worked again with producer Paul M. Reinhardt, and the track was recorded internationally. What was that creative process like?
You know what? Working with two different producers that brings two completely different sounds to the table was actually challenging, however, very, very exciting. And working with Paul again, also incredible. There's a real trust there, which makes everything flow. Recording in different spaces also brought a unique energy, and it was a very, very organic process.
That's really awesome stuff, Byron. And so, when listeners hear Don't Patronize Me, what do you hope they take away from it?
I hope people feel seen and empowered when they hear it. If you've ever felt overlooked or talked down to, I want the song to remind you that your voice matters.
That's awesome stuff, Byron. So, also, this release forms part of your journey toward your debut album called Love and Other Frequencies. What can fans expect from that project?
Love and Other Frequencies is a very personal project for me. It explores different sides of love, self-love, relationships, growth, and even the difficult parts. It's vulnerable, but it also shows my evolution as an artist.
That's really awesome stuff, Byron. And just one more question before we close off with the interview. Where can fans find your music, such as Don't Patronize Me and your other songs, as well as follow you online?
Well, on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, you will find me under my name, Byron Daglin. And you can also find my music on all major streaming platforms like Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, etc.
Byron, that's really awesome stuff. And thank you so much for joining us again. It's been great catching up and hearing about your growth and your new music. And also to the... You're most welcome. Also to the listeners, Don't Patronize Me is a bold and refreshing track, and we're excited for everyone to hear it. So be sure to stream it as soon as it drops on all major platforms.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.